So you want to make money on YouTube running faceless automation channels, and I don't blame you. It's one of the best ways of making money online in my personal opinion, but you might be stuck on choosing a niche because a lot of people get stuck at this point. In fact, this is the point where I most often get stuck when I'm starting new channels, but luckily I've been doing this for almost a decade at this point, and I can just straight up show you what are the best niches to do with doing this. And in this video, I'm gonna be ranking 15 of the top faceless YouTube automation niches, and I'm gonna be putting them into what is known as a tier list. A tier list is simply a list that goes from S and then A, B, C, D, with the S tier being the absolute best and the D tier being the worst. S are the gold mines of YouTube automation niches, so without further ado, let's get straight into it. Starting with niche number 1, which is health and wellness. This is a niche that will always be relevant on YouTube as long as we're biological humans, which is for the foreseeable future at this point. And for this reason, it's a very evergreen niche since people will always be interested in it. There's a ton of demand, tons of advertisers want to put ads on this type of content. Think of how many health companies out there that you see ads for on YouTube. And also think about the alternative monetization sources like affiliate marketing or selling your own health course and getting sponsored content from health brands. And there's so many sub niches under this too, like gaining muscle, losing weight, diets, health remedies. And for ranking this side hustle, I'm doing it based off of all of those factors, and I'm going to be putting it at the A tier. It's a great niche and definitely something to think about if you're at all interested in doing this. And channels like Body Hub are a brilliant example of a faceless channel within this niche that gets millions of views per month and likely makes a lot of money. Now it's time for niche number 2, which is finance and investing. Now finance and investing content with channels like Chris Invest, for example, which are completely faceless. He likely uses whiteboard animation software like VideoScribe to help generate his videos. These types of videos are not only evergreen, but they're also incredibly high CPM. And I just wasn't aware of how high CPM this niche can be until I created my personal channel here. And I saw that channels have the potential of making $30 to even $50 per 1,000 views, which beforehand I thought was impossible. So it's high CPM, timeless potential. People will always be interested in how to grow their money. Plus there's significant affiliate marketing opportunities. And for this reason, I'm putting finance and investment related videos at the S tier of faceless automation channels. Now it's time for niche number 3, which is travel and adventure. Over the past few years, I've been traveling a ton myself. I'm sitting right here in Costa Rica at an Airbnb. And before I ever go anywhere new, or sometimes if I'm not traveling and I just want to vicariously live through other people, I look up travel related content. I watch top 10 videos about the best things to do in particular places. And take for instance this channel called World According to Briggs. This is a channel that makes lists like this, is completely faceless, and does other types of content like the best countries to retire to and the worst cities and states in particular countries. And there's even sub niches within this that talk about travel finance, like Scary Harry, for example, that talk about where money could go the furthest in the world. And the best thing about this is you don't have to actually go out there and travel if you don't want to. You can generate the content like World According to Briggs does with a voiceover on the video and then primarily even stock footage content. And one of the best places of getting stock content if you're going to run a channel like this is from a website called Storyblocks.com, which this video right here is actually brought to you by. Big thanks for Storyblocks for sponsoring this video. And Storyblocks offers unlimited downloads of diverse and high quality media for one predictable subscription cost. So if you're gonna go out there and doing this and you're looking for stock content, make sure not to use one of those websites where you have to pay for every single piece of footage that you're using. I just recommend using Storyblocks. And I generally do not take sponsors on this channel, but the only reason I took Storyblocks is because I've actually been using them for years and years and years within my YouTube businesses. And I use them on almost all of my channels, even on Make Money Matt. Sometimes we overlay some stock content and it's always from Storyblocks. Plus any music in the background of videos, Storyblocks is brilliant for that. It's got every piece of stock content that you could ever want. Plus they now have DaVinci Resolve templates if you're using that to edit videos. And to get started with unlimited stock media downloads at one set price, feel free to head over to storyblocks.com/makemoneymatt or simply check out the link down in the description. And a lot of these channels that I'm going over today are using stock content within their videos. So whatever niche you're in, I do think it's a really good idea to join something like Storyblocks and get access to a huge library of clips so you don't have to worry about that again. You could just get clips whenever you want. So going back to the travel niche, it can certainly work. It's a great niche. There's tons of demand in it. A lot of people are interested in travel content as evidenced by channels like World According to Briggs pulling in millions upon millions of views per month. But that being said, some individual locations are pretty niche when it comes to travel, and there can be seasonal demand when it comes to this niche. But that being said, there are ways of making your content more applicable to a broad audience like World world according to Briggs does. And for all of these reasons combined, I'm putting travel and adventure at the B tier. This is definitely an amazing niche if this is something you're interested in. Niche number 4 are compilation videos. These are videos like taking TikTok compilations or even just videos from YouTube, putting them all together into your own video and re-uploading on YouTube. And a lot of channels do this. They pull in millions of views doing so, but there is a big problem. And that problem is that a lot of these channels don't ever get monetized, or even worse, they get hit with copyright strike. So for that reason, I do not recommend compilation videos whatsoever unless you're making a compilation of your own videos, or you're doing a compilation where you get permission from the people whose videos that you're using within your videos. And channels like Daily Dose of Internet do just this, and they do incredibly well, but you just want to be careful if you're doing this, and I don't suggest compilation videos. Whenever you use content within your own videos, make sure you have an original voiceover and script for your video, and make sure to follow the guidelines of fair use. So I'm putting compilation videos at the D tier of our tier list. Niche number 5 is list videos, and this is how I actually originally got my start on YouTube, making top 5 and top 10 videos about all kinds of subjects, and they can certainly work amazing. I mean, one of my main inspiration channels when I was just starting doing faceless channels myself was a channel called Top 5s, which did all kinds of scary and mysterious top 5 videos. And there's tons of channels out there, like for example, The Finest, which create top 10 videos on tons of different subjects, and they pull in millions upon millions of views per month. Now you can do list videos on a variety of different niches, but that being said, most list videos are going to be entertainment based. So that means you're reliant pretty hard on just ad revenue, but you can pull in a ton of views. For this reason, I'm gonna throw list videos under the B tier. Niche number 6 is mysterious videos. Channels like Future Unity produce this type of content. They get tons of views, and if you go on Future Unity and you search their channel within Spanish or Espanol, they have a whole nother channel pulling in millions of views per month, and then you'll notice they translate their channel into almost every language, and all of those pull in tons of views. So there's definitely broad market appeal across multiple languages for this niche, which is definitely something good going for it. That being said, CPMs are going to be a little bit on the lower side. It's entertainment based. There's not as many advertisers wanting to put their ads on mysterious videos, and there's not really many products you can promote from a channel like this either, whether it be your own products or doing affiliate marketing. So monetization is a little bit limited. It can be offset somewhat by the amount of views you can get. And if you did promote a product, it'd be something like merch where you barely make any money from it. So I'm gonna put mysterious videos under the C tier. Niche number 7 is luxury and high-end products. This niche covers the finer things in life, like luxury cars, watches, designer brands, and whatever else comes to your mind when you think of luxury. And you can start a channel that talks about the most luxurious watches of all time or the top mansions of the world's billionaires. Channels like King Luxury do just this, and they get over 8 million views per month, which is crazy. Now, CPMs within this niche are not going to be as high as a straight finance channel that talks about financial topics. However, you can still do pretty well in terms of revenue within this niche, and you can even promote affiliate products from it if you wanted to, like make money online courses or something like that. It's not going to be the best fit because a lot of people watch that kind of content just for entertainment, and so therefore we'll give this a C tier rating. Niche number 8 is psychology, and channels like Philosophy for Life are a brilliant example of doing this. These can get decent views. There isn't a huge broad market appeal for this type of content always, depending on which niche you're doing in. Like Philosophies for Life primarily focuses on ancient philosophers and like Stoic philosophy, and so I'm gonna put this under the C tier. Niche number 9 is the make money online niche. Now the funny part about mentioning the make money online niche is the fact that you're watching a make money online channel right now. And at this point you might be saying, but Matt, you're in front of the camera. I don't want to do that. I just want to run a faceless channel. Well, if you scroll back on my first videos on Make Money Matt, you'll notice that they were completely faceless, and I got to the point of making $27,000 per month selling a $100 course with this original channel, and I never even showed my face. The make money online niche is evergreen, plus I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. The CPMs are really insane within this niche. Like, we're talking incredibly high, and when I started doing this niche, I was shocked once I got this channel monetized at how high they were, because there's so many advertisers like myself, for example, who pay to put ads on this type of content. So you could potentially do really well within it in terms of revenue. Obviously, don't do this niche if it's not something you're personally interested in, but when it comes to ranking it, that's gonna be a pretty high factor, plus the evergreen demand, plus they can get pretty decent views. Like, you're not gonna see a Make Money Online channel getting 100 million views per month, but there are examples of them getting 5 to 10 million views per month. And the massive cherry on top of this niche is the fact that there's so many alternative monetization opportunities. Like, for example, sponsorships, making your own course, promoting another course. Like, for example, we have our course, Tube Mastery and Monetization, which teaches how to run faceless YouTube channels up on Digistore 24. People can sign up to promote it as an affiliate, and we've paid out well over $600,000 to affiliates for doing so. So the possibilities with earning within this niche are basically endless, and I'm placing this within the God tier of YouTube automation niches, the S tier. Our next niche, number 10, is self-improvement. And I personally connect with this niche a lot because if you know anything about me, you know where I started from. I was a broke teenager at the age of 13. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I basically went through a dark period in depression, but what did really motivate me to improve myself was self-improvement content on YouTube. And think about all the people you could help within this niche, just leaving everything else aside. It's really awesome just for that reason alone. And channels like Charisma on Command are a great example of a faceless channel that pulls in millions upon millions of views per month, tons of affiliate marketing opportunities within this niche. CPMs are pretty decent as well. And for all those factors combined, I'm gonna put it under the B tier. Niche number 11 is tech content. Channels like Top 10 Zone and Future Tech talk about tons of the newest tech-related gadgets without ever even stepping in front of a camera. And also, you can sign up for affiliate networks like the Amazon affiliate program and then put your affiliate link under your video so you can get a small percentage anytime someone goes under one of those videos and buys from it. So there are some affiliate marketing opportunities. The amount you make per sale on that is admittedly a little bit low compared to other niches out there where you can promote high payout partner products that pay out a lot more per sale. Like for example, if you're promoting a course where you can get 50% of $1,000 and you get paid out $500 per sale, that's not typically going to happen with a tech channel. But the demand is huge. Tech companies love sponsoring content. CPMs are high, so I'm gonna put it under the B tier. It's definitely a solid niche, definitely something to consider if you're at all interested in technology. Niche number 12 for faceless YouTube automation niches is educational content. These can be channels like Real Life Lore that talk about geography content and just interesting educational content in general, or even channels like Brett in Tech, which talk about different technology reviews, and they do educational content teaching people how to use some of the latest features on different computers and phones and everything. You can teach people things like language learning, coding, or any other professional skills you might have. And the awesome thing about this niche is that you could download a free screen recorder like OBS, record your screen doing it. That's probably what Brett in Tech does, for example, and you can pull in a lot of views. Plus, there's alternative monetization opportunities. You could roll out your own course if you wanted to. Sponsored content's pretty big within this niche, as well as affiliate marketing, which would be pretty good. For example, one of my students, Kari, he runs an educational channel teaching people about the best AI software out there for different uses, and then he puts affiliate links to all those software that he talks about, and he's making over $10,000 per month with a pretty small channel, only getting like 60 to 100,000 views per month, not to mention ad revenue is pretty good. So for all of these reasons, I'm throwing educational content up there at the B tier. Niche number 13 is sports videos. There's a lot of channels that do this the wrong way too though, where they just re-upload different sports clips, and while they can get a lot of views, you'll typically not get monetized. But channels like Nonstop Sports are doing things the right way, where they have an original voiceover on it. And if I was personally gonna do a sports channel, I would focus mainly on like the lives of the players and behind the scenes and stuff like that with an original voiceover on it because of said monetization. And there's not too many alternative ways of monetizing this niche either. Eventually you can get sponsorships. And for all these reasons, I'm putting it at the C tier. Niche number 14 are scary story channels. Channels like Mr. Nightmare, he pulls in millions of views per month. That's awesome. That being said, not too many alternative monetization opportunities. You could potentially get sponsored, but realistically, there's not many companies that are going to sponsor scary story videos unless your channel is absolutely huge. Ad revenue is kind of limited, but you can still make decent CPMs depending on the topics of your scary stories. For all these reasons, I'm putting it at the C tier. Niche number 15 are animal videos. Channels like Animal Facts do just this. There's a huge market. Just think of how many times you've probably seen animal videos popping up on YouTube. I love to watch videos of dogs, for example, but there can be limited monetization opportunities in the beginning, even though that can be offset to a large degree by the amount of views you can get. I'm gonna put animal videos under the C tier. Niche number 16 is 360 videos. This is a bit of a unique one that I've talked about just once on my channel here before, and channels like 3D VR 360 do this. They got tons of subscribers, get millions of views, and essentially the way 360 videos work is you'd have to pay an animator to create these 360-degree videos where on YouTube you can actually pan around the video and look around. And you got to look up some of these 360 videos yourself just to see examples of this. They can certainly get tons of views. There's not too much competition within this niche right now, but that being said, it's pretty expensive to create this type of content. Like you could be looking up there in the hundreds, if not over $1,000 per video to get a really good animator to make content like this. Or you could pick up a 360 camera, which aren't cheap either. So it's expensive to create, but can get a ton of views. I'm gonna put it at the C tier. Keep in mind, there are channels within all of these niches that are making a ton of money, so take this with a grain of salt. But that being said, this is how I would rank it. And if you wanna see the finished tier list, I will show it to you right now. Here is the finished tier list for YouTube automation faceless channels, so you can take a look at it, screenshot it, or just refer back to this if you ever need channel ideas. And now if you wanna see the entire process for making money money on YouTube with faceless automation channels, check out this video next to me right here. It'll go over exactly how to do it step by step. Not only am I going to show you the absolute best niches to do this in that I would personally do, but I'm also going to show you how to actually generate content within these niches, how to get tons of views so you can make this worth your time, and how to monetize to the next level to make as much money as you possibly can. Check it out right here, everybody. My name is Matt Parr. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you there.